I did in part one, 12 hacks that I shared. Here's a second set of 12 to give you 24 gym hacks for beginners for 2024. Let's jump right in. Number 13. All right, welcome back to another episode of the Brave Today podcast. This show is going to encourage, challenge, maybe even provoke you to step outside of your comfort zone, take more action to better improve yourself and your health. If you don't want to improve yourself and your health, this show is not for you. I'm your host, Mark Avens, and in this crazy, whacked out, messed up world that seems to keep pushing a narrative for you to become softer, weaker, sicker, unhealthier, and more dependent than ever, the goal and intent of the show is to help you navigate through this so that you can become braver today than you were yesterday. And I'll tell you what, you need to be brave today. This is going to be one heck of a year. And if this show helps you, all I ask in return is that you share this. Let me know if it's helped you, how it's helped. Shoot me a message. Anywhere you find this, you can leave a message for me, and I really appreciate it. Give me that affirmation. I like affirmation. So a few details about different types of shows that we offer here. Brave guest interviews. I interview people that I like, admire, people who are brave. And not only that they're brave today, they're also helping other people become braver today than they were yesterday. So those type of guests we have on the show. Also, we do a Brave Q&A where I'm answering questions that you want the answers to. Now, I don't have all the answers, but I have a lot from my experience and my background and expertise in health, fitness, and weight loss. So maybe you can ask me some other questions, maybe on a spiritual level, although I'm not, a Bible nerd, but I do love Jesus and also know quite a bit in the experience that I've had so far walking with him. Also, just so you know, you can ask those questions if you have any of them on any of the platforms, be it in YouTube, podcasts, Spotify, etc. Also, we do Flavor of the Day. And that's where I discuss latest trends in health and fitness. That's kind of what they're calling it these days. Picking apart diets. I mean, right now, the name of the game is the weight loss medication, and I'm getting ready to do a big one on that. It completely blows me away, but I don't want to digress because that's not today's show. If you are taking weight loss medicine and you're being prescribed it by a doctor, you want to go back and watch our episode on Ozempic just to know the ins and outs of that. But today we're going to be talking about, I made it a Flavor of the Day breakthrough. And this is a two-part. This is part 2 of 24 gym hacks for beginners. Let's jump right in. Number 13. So if you're a beginner, and I would consider you a beginner if you're getting back into it after some time, be it 5 years, 10 years, even a year. Right? If you're into it in a year, be cautious getting back into them, but primarily all of those things, or you've never been to a gym before. I did in part one, 12 hacks that I shared. Here's a second set of 12 to give you 24 gym hacks for beginners for 2024. I had shared, and I believe it was, can't remember which one, maybe 11 or 12 last time, is workout with inspiring music. Well, there's another one, and this one's really valuable. And this was something that I think because I had my AirPods or my Beats, I wear those big they look like earmuffs called Beats, and the battery ran out. So I worked out without it. And you know what? It was interesting because it was a very different experience, but a very good experience. I was just forced to focus more on myself with my weights and with the training that I was doing, not being inspired by music, blaring in my ears. So definitely want to challenge you beginners to work out. Don't get too distracted by your music that you don't even know what you're doing in your workout. So sometimes try working out without music. Number 14, be properly fueled before a workout. Now, let me just preface being fueled before a workout. For some of you, being fueled before workout is maybe not eating at all. I've met people that, they tried different foods. They thought they'd have, better workouts, that they had a little, maybe carbohydrates to give them a little energy, a little pump. And they ended up having a worse workout. So this is very specific to the individual being fueled, but you want to test it out. You don't want to have a big, huge meal. You don't want to do a giant protein shake before you work out, but beforehand, I like to have either a piece of toast, maybe a piece of peanut butter, or half of a protein bar with like carbs and proteins in there, just a little something. I don't do well. I don't have as good of a workout on an empty stomach. I like to have something. Maybe it's habitual for me. I've been doing it for so long. but I would recommend that you're properly fueled before a workout. So what you need to do, beginners, try some things out. I wouldn't go downing a bunch of food right before, but maybe an hour, a half hour before, try some different things. Rice cakes, sometimes that can be good. I like the chocolate ones. I prefer the chocolate ones, like a protein bar that's mixed with carb, or like a trail mix bar or something like that. Maybe a handful of nuts, maybe a little bit of caffeine. That wouldn't hurt either. Having something like that would be fine, but eating something, having something or not. You want to try both things, see what helps you best. And you're going to have days where you're going to have more energy. You might be run down, maybe you didn't get as good a night of sleep. All those things play a factor, but properly fueled. Basically, what I'm saying is you don't want to neglect how your body's fueled. And ultimately, consistency in how you fuel your body is going to be the best. Then you won't have to worry. But if you eat like crap all day long and then you have something healthy before you work out, you're not going to have a good workout. Just letting you know. Number 15. That was the caffeine part. So a little caffeine could help. I know some people do pre-workouts. A little coffee is fine, espresso. There's lots of different options out there. I know they have caffeine pills. Maybe you're not a morning person, but it's the only time you can work out. Well, maybe you need something to get you going. A little bit of caffeine could help in the afternoon. And I'm not talking about Starbucks Frappuccino, latte, venti, triple mocha, whatever, right? I'm not talking about all that sugar because you're going to crash. I'm just talking about a little bit of caffeine. That's fine. They have energy drinks. There's no sugar. I do those sometimes as well. I'm not opposed to those. You don't want to be swigging those all day long every day, but a little beforehand is fine. 200 to 300 milligrams, but test it out. Some people are a little bit more sensitive to caffeine. So you're going to have to actually play with that like you do with your fueling before your workout, a fuel or food. Number 16, wear some clothes that make you feel good. You don't have to wear the hottest, trendiest. I mean, if you're out of shape, you're not going to want to wear those anyway, right? Tight fitting clothes. For instance, you like this? I wore a hoodie to the gym this morning. This isn't the one I wore. I just wore a hoodie to the gym. It's a little cold out. I had sweatpants on. And then I took those off when I was at the gym and had some shorts, comfortable shoes, which we'll get into in just a minute. But you want to have, if you're going to go work out, the good news is nobody cares. A lot of times beginners think like everybody's going to be looking at me. No, they're doing their own workout. They don't care what you're doing. And the people that are caring what you're doing, they're probably there like you, nervous about being there and worried about what everybody else is thinking. So you want to just go there, wear something comfortable, whatever is going to get you in to get the workout in. You can go to a gym at off times where it's less crowded and that sort of stuff. If you're kind of more self-conscious about wearing workout clothes to a gym, but you can wear, honestly, these days, anything goes at the gym. And I would say on that end, anything goes. So you just want to be careful about the gyms that you go to and the clothing that they have there. Sometimes it'll discourage you. You see everybody that's half naked and they all look like supermodels. Like that's going to be discouraging for you if you're a beginner just trying to get back into the gym. Might be encouraging. Most of the time, especially for women, I found it's a little bit more discouraging because then you're feeling like, oh man, I let myself go. I used to look good like that. You don't want to do that. The comparison will be the thief of joy. So next, number 17, do not neglect water. Look, I have this. I do one of these a day. I'm going to take a sip. I might as well practice what I preach. You definitely want to make sure you're hydrated. Hydration will be very good for workouts, whether you're doing a weight training, strength training workout, machines, free weights, spinning class, treadmill, yoga, Pilates, any of that stuff. Make sure you're hydrated. It doesn't mean slam a thing of water before your workout. It means you want to be well hydrated through the day. So that's something that I would highly recommend that you do. Now, how much water do you need? Well, this is not my opinion. This is actually factual based on research and science. Half of your body weight in ounces is what you should ideally be striving for per day. So for me, I'm about 205 right now. I think on the scale, I haven't been on the scale in a while. 205, I need about 100 ounces. So here's my 100 ounces a day. It's a little bit colder out, so I'm not going to sweat as much. That's definitely more than enough. If you have a lot of weight to lose, say you're 300, 350 pounds, it's probably going to be hard for you to throw back 150 to 170 ounces of water. So instead, for those of you who have a lot of weight to lose, start from working at your ideal weight. Say you're 350, but your ideal weight is 225. Use 225 as your reference point. That'll be a good starting place for you to drink water. And then that way you can gradually work up to that. Once the weight comes off, you'll be closer to that anyway, and it'll be a win-win. Good. So number 18, again, gym hacks for beginners here. Number 18, you want to keep your gym formula simple. Keep it, it's the KISS formula. Keep it super simple. Or sometimes people say, keep it simple, stupid. Keep your workouts very simple. I can tell you I've done all types of different workouts. I've done gym training workouts, done CrossFit type workouts, cross training, HIIT workouts, gym workouts with free weights. I've done everything, kettlebells, ropes, bands, everything. And I can say is the more you add to your repertoire, at least especially in the beginning, the more you're going to get confused. And when you confuse, you lose. You don't want to be a deer in the headlights. So we want to keep it super simple. So the keeping it super simple formula for beginners would be, and I'd mentioned it on the first 12, is to actually in your workouts, just pick what's going to get your body moving. You go to the gym, pick a leg machine. Instead of a leg extension where you're just doing your quads, pick a leg press that's going to get your whole leg. Right. So if you don't have a lot of time to go to the gym, you don't want to be doing every little body part, shoulder, front shoulder, side shoulder, bicep, corner. You want to get bang for your buck. So keep it simple. Do a chest exercise, a pull exercise, a leg exercise, a core exercise. You can spend some time doing some cardio, but don't even make that challenge. Just get on the treadmill. What I do, I don't get on it. I despise treadmills. But I'll get on a step mill and I'll see if when I've done my indoor workouts and I try to do more cardio, I'll try to shoot for an hour on a step mill, but not fast at like level 4, just to build up some endurance. And that feels pretty good. And it's really helpful. That's where I'm at in my journey. Number 19, you want to invest in proper footwear. So proper footwear this is one of my shoes. These are New Balance. Not that there's anything specifically awesome about those shoes. Now, I don't work out in those unless I'm going for like a walk outside or on the treadmill. When I'm doing strength training, I keep more of a flatter shoe. I don't need much of cushion because I'm doing strength training. So I just a comfortable shoe, a Vans shoe or a ruck shoe or something like that I'll wear. But you don't want to cheap out on footwear, especially if you are going to be moving your body. You want to have something comfortable on your feet. So you need to find out what's going to be best suited for your feet. If you're a runner, you want to have good running shoes. If you're doing cross training, you want to have some good cross training shoes. If you're doing yoga, you probably won't wear any shoes. That's just a fact. Don't cheap out on proper footwear, because then what happens if you hurt your foot? Then you can't do anything, at least for your lower body, and then you're going to be screwed. Number 20, make sure, and chances are you're going to sweat, right? Even if you don't sweat a lot, bring a towel. Just go back to having good hygiene with like your deodorant that you're going to put on. You want to make sure that you have a sweat towel. One of the gyms that we belong to here has towel service. So they have towels there, which is great. If your gym has a towel service, it's just part of the gym membership. It's awesome. Just do yourself a favor though, is keep a towel with you and wipe the equipment or wipe yourself off. I use 2 towels. If I don't carry my bag, I'll just put my phone and stuff down. I'll put stuff down on a towel on the ground because I'll use it while I'm doing an exercise. And then I'll carry one with me to wipe the sweat off. And I do sweat. So if you're a sweat hog like me, you definitely want to have a towel or maybe 2. Number 21. Now I have mixed opinions about this, mixed feelings about this. This one is because I've seen it backfire for a lot of people, but it can be a way to help you in the beginning. So just kind of take this with a grain of salt. Bring a buddy. Talk to a friend who wants to join a gym as well. The problem is you can't rely on that person as your accountability partner, because chances are your schedule and your friend's schedule or their lifestyle is going to be quite different. Something happens to your buddy or your friend or your neighbor, and guess what? Then you're relying on your neighbor and then you won't go to the gym anymore. So I would still say if you don't have a buddy to bring, then maybe connect with somebody at the gym. Don't be that weird stalker guy at the gym, but you can certainly maybe meet somebody. If you take a yoga class or you're doing some strength training, people are usually friendly most of the time. Most people have their headphones on or AirPods or what have you on, and they're in their own zone. But most people I found to be pleasant. They're working out. They're doing something good for themselves. They feel better, and it would be helpful. And you can help a friend out too by bringing a buddy. Say, hey, why don't we go, at 7 a.m. and you can go with me, or I'll pick you up on Mondays and you pick me up on whatever. You can carpool and do all that sort of stuff. Have a little bit of extra support there. Bring a buddy. That's really helpful, especially as a beginner. Number 22, 3 to go here. This one's really quite simple. It goes back to the keep it simple, stupid. I mean, keep it simple, keep it super simple. Find a program and stick to it. Really doesn't get any simpler than that. Find a program and stick to it. The majority of people don't succeed in their health and fitness journey. The gym membership fails because they start one thing and then they bounce to something else and they jump over here and then they hear a friend that does this and then they get invited to do a spin class and then they do something over there and then they do. Just stick to one plan. Now, a lot of times people just don't know what that plan should be. Now, you can wing it on your own, or you can get some help from an expert who can help you. We have a program specifically designed for a certain type of person. And that's something that, again, you have to do something and you got to stick to it. Next, last two and we're done. Listen to your body. You got to listen to your body. Challenge yourself, but you want to listen to your body. If you go to the gym and the next day you can't even move, you probably overdid it a little bit. But you want to listen to your body. At the same time, don't want to do the same thing over and over again. I did say stick to the program, but you do want to progress your workouts accordingly. You want to make sure that your workouts are challenging you. If they're not challenging you, they're not changing you. Let me say that again. If your workouts are not challenging you, they're not going to change you. So you want to be very conscious and aware of your body while you're working out. Make sure you're not doing the same 5-pound dumbbell curls that you did 12 weeks ago. Chances are you should be on 20-pound dumbbell curls if that's part of your routine. And if you had a program and you stuck to that program. And then lastly, and this kind of goes back to the bring a buddy, the other thing is I'm going to just say this loud. You cannot rely on motivation. Motivation is one of the single worst things to rely on. Motivation is not reliable. Like, you can't rely on motivation. Why? Because motivation is not reliable. I was not motivated. I'm in the middle of unpacking here. We have a big house to unpack and I still have to do another workout, which I'm going to be doing. But I'm not always motivated. I'm not like, oh yeah, I know how good I'll feel after, but I'm not always motivated. Oh, I got to go do the workout. I'm not relying on motivation. If you did, you would be just like most people that join gyms that have no plan. They don't have a simple formula, like all the things that we just got done talking about. And all they're doing is relying on motivation, right? Like motivation. Motivation is the only thing you need to do is take action. If you take out of these 24 gym hacks, you take one of these and focus on that for the next month, you're going to be more successful than you were a month ago. All right, I hope this helped. And listen, again, if you'd like to support the show, please subscribe and share to your friends. Also, staying up to date with the Brave Today show, you can get behind the scenes content outside of social media. I have something very exciting to share with you. We are in the process of building our own community away from all the noise in social platforms. This community is going to be very special. My team and I are working very hard behind the scenes to offer you something very different, something exciting, and is going to be family oriented. The good news is it's coming very, very soon. So be on the lookout. The Brave Today show. Mark Avens here. I hope you have an amazing, blessed day, and I'll see you in the next show. Take care. God bless.